morning. I hope this daily connection finds you well on this day. And I also wanted to say, hey, how did worship work for you? I know that it's a whole different way to be in community together, but it's at least a way in which we can worship together. If you have any insight, or if you haven't watched it, click on our YouTube channel, or it's on Facebook. I'd be curious what your thoughts are on it, because there's a steep learning curve as Julie and me and Tim and Asako are trying to figure out sound balance and quality and all of that. But we'll keep working on it so that we can bring worship to you, because it's really, really important. And I'm also wanting to say, how you doing? And this is our first week in, and I suspect that there are going to be more announcements as to how we are to live in this new way of being apart from one another. I know Tim and I are stumbling upon a few things that are helpful to us to make sure that our family functions well. One of the things we're noticing is getting some exercise. So whether it's walking up and down our street, or if you live in an apartment building, walking up and down hallways, or if you're unable to do that, walking from room to room, maybe doing leg lifts in your chair, something to get the body moving, because that helps burn energy. The other thing that Tim and I have discovered as we've been home with our kids is rest, making sure that in the midst of all of the worry and the stress and the anxiety, that it's so important to get rest so that we can think through things clearly, we can still make good decisions for ourselves and our family and friends. So it's really important to get some good quality rest. Also be observant. How's your body? How are your neighbors? Are you noticing things? Because that's another way in which we are going to help our neighborhood and ourselves with getting rid of this virus, is by being observant and noticing things. The other things that we've been also carrying with us is a time of devotion, making sure that we take time to pray, or if it's reading scripture, or if it's finding a time to do a puzzle, and in the midst of doing the puzzle, you have meaningful conversation with yourself or with a friend on the phone. Taking that intentional time to see and to hear where God is in the midst of this for you, which then leads me to that final thing, that the 5 markers that we're working with as a family. Here's connection, calling a friend, calling a family member, making sure a neighbor's okay, but hearing another voice other than who's in your household is really, really important. And I know for those of us who are a little more introverted, that may mean, oh God, I don't know if I want to call anybody, and yet it's so important. And if you don't know who to call me. Just pick up the phone and say, hey Sarah, I just wanted to say hello. I'm all about that. So 5 things. 5 things I give you today is get a little exercise, get some good rest, be observant, do some time of devotion, and connect. Those are really, really powerful things in which we can be working on together in order to keep us healthy and the people that we love healthy. God's peace and love and light be with you on this day as we continue to forge ahead and to move in creative ways about how we can be community in this pandemic time. God's light and love be with all of you, your family, and your friends. And I'll be back tomorrow.